Hi everybody, in this video I'm reviewing the game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs that took place tonight in Toronto, and I think that's it. That's right here at Talking Habs. I'm Rick, and if you're new to this channel, I'm a Habs fan for 50 years. I've seen the highs and the lows that go along with all of that, and there's been plenty of both. And I tell you all about it right here on my channel, and you can subscribe and ring the notifications bell, and that's going to get you all my videos, my live streams, and so much more. That's all dedicated to the Habs and all things hockey. So, not a great game for Montreal tonight. Before we get to that, you notice I'm wearing my nice new Habs shirt that was given to me by my youngest son, James. Thanks, James. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody likes my new shirt. Okay, so let's get into the third period. I'm jumping ahead. No, so first period. Like I said, not a great game for Montreal against Toronto. There was a very high-energy pace early on. The Leafs hit two posts on a play with Spezza missing an open net. So I don't remember who took the shot. It might have been Marner. Hits the post, puck comes out to the, the right side, and Spezza gets it. Wide open net because Kincaid's on the other side. Puck hits the post. He didn't have a chance to move. And Spezza hits the far post, and it bounces out. So two posts on one play. So you figure maybe Habs are going to be lucky tonight. KK looking more involved early on. That's what I got to say. KK much better tonight, more involved, not making the big mistakes, just looking better, looking a lot bigger and stronger too. Suzuki not looking out of place in his first few shifts. Nothing spectacular yet, obviously, but not looking out of place. At 7:57, Trevor Moore bangs the loose puck in the crease. He finds a loose puck in the crease, bangs it. There's a scrum. There's a bunch of shots. And bangs it into the net as Kincaid is sprawled out with a Leaf on top of him. Puck goes in. It's good because the guy on top of him was pushed either by one of his players. Anyways, he was pushed onto Kincaid. It wasn't on purpose. So that's Moore from Kerfoot and Sandin. I said it at 7:57. At 10:20, Moore then takes an interference penalty. Habs power play. Killed off. But Galley had a really good chance on that one. So the power play looked good, didn't score a goal. At 16:19, Tavares scores after intense pressure around the net. There's 4 or 5, maybe more shots. Just a big scrum for about 30 seconds. Just pucks here and there. And it's finally banked in off of Kincaid, back of his leg, from behind the net by Tavares. So Tavares from Moore and Marner at 16:19. Habs have no answer for Toronto's forwards, for their offense. There's just, they don't have an answer. The majority of the plays in Montreal's zone, and their top six is just brutal. Just brutal. I don't know what else to say. There was just no answer for that. I'll give you shots on goal. 8 shots for Montreal, 12 for Toronto. Montreal 0 for 1 on the power play. Toronto didn't have one. Second period. Montreal starting. Montreal still no answer to Toronto's offense. Kincaid busy but looking solid in the net. Kincaid was good tonight. Kincaid was good. Second game in a row. I'm really happy to see that, and it bodes well for the season and for Carey Price not being overworked, and maybe a few more points coming from the backup goalie as far as wins. Let's see, where was I now? Hudon hits Muzzin in the face with an errant stick. No blood, so there's a 2-minute minor. No goal. Suzuki was out on the penalty kill, and they do kill it off. So Julian giving Suzuki some penalty kill time, I guess, seeing what his defensive game is like, testing him on the PK. 11:32, Riley for Toronto, interference on Hudon. Habs power play, no goal. Although I should say, Hudon does score. It's ruled kicked in. The replay on the TV shows that, yes, he kind of kicked it a little bit ahead, but he still taps it in with his stick. So goal should have been good. But there's no review by the refs. There's no review available in this game. Apparently, they gave every team one home game with reviews available. Toronto already had theirs. No review available for this game. So the goal's no good. So it should be 2-1 and a power play goal to boot, but it doesn't happen. 14-50 Toronto's Janssen trips Danault, Habs power play, again no score. Well, they didn't, because it didn't last long. 15-27 Weber dives at Marincin and hits him in the head with his arm and gets a roughing penalty. So it nullifies their power play, and they go 4-on-4, and then Toronto gets a short power play. But nothing comes of it. A dumb penalty at 19:04 by Weiss for tripping. Habs kill it off. Montreal looking a little better in the second, playing pretty even with Toronto. 5 penalties in the period. They're playing pretty even, but still, when Toronto's that top 6, those 2 lines are out, they held them off better in the second period. It wasn't as devastating as the first. So surprisingly, I'm noticing Alzner is playing a steady game, clearing the zone with quick, simple passes. He's not trying to be fancy. He's not over trying. He's not trying to do too much, and it's working. He's not looking too out of place, and he was even on the penalty kill. Hudon was good in this period with a lot of good work that paid off in the called back goal. That was a goal, but it was called back, and because of no replay break, it didn't count. If he keeps it up, he might stay. Shots on goal, 12 for Montreal, 17 for Toronto. Montreal 0 for 2 on the power play. Toronto 0 for 3 on the power play. So sets up for the third period. Third period starts. It's back and forth a little bit, but again, no answer for Toronto's offense. The shots on goal by midway are 17-1 for Toronto. Montreal can't generate shots, and Toronto's just in their zone almost the whole time. I wrote here, Montreal has absolutely no answer for Toronto's offense. They're running around in their own end, when they do get it out, it's not for long. And that's the way it goes for almost the whole period. Marner hits the post with 1:09 left, so he's almost scored another goal. I guess I should give the goal. At 8:55, I got ahead of myself with the shots. At 8:55, there's a power play goal. Marner with a cross-ice pass, a beautiful cross-ice, through a little above the crease, but right through, almost through traffic. There was a lane, and he found it. And he hits Matthews, who fires a really quick shot past Kincaid. So it's Matthews from Marner and Riley, and that's at 8:55. 3-0 seals the deal. Even though it's at 8:55, it seals the deal. So yes, Montreal has absolutely no answer for Toronto's offense. They're running around. It looks like, I don't know, very disappointing. I hope that is not an omen for what the season holds. Shots on goal, 25 for Montreal, so they had only 5 shots in that period. Toronto had 20 shots in that period. So they end up 25-49. Kincaid makes 46 saves on 49 shots. I'll tell you something. It could have been 7-0, 8-0. Kincaid did a marvelous job in nets. Anderson, 25 for 25 in saves. I'm going to give Montreal's 3 stars, even though we got no goals. I'm not giving Toronto 3 stars again. But Montreal actually had some players that deserve some stars. Third star, I'm splitting it between Alzner and Hudon. Alzner gets it not because he was spectacular, but because he didn't make mistakes. He played a decent game. You would not have expected it. The weight loss made him a little more mobile. I'll get into that. So Alzner gets a 3rd star. Hudon shares that with him. Number 2, Jordan Wheel, who worked like a dog in that period. And all through the game, made a lot of good plays, hard work, stealing pucks away. Jordan Wheel. Number one, Brendan Gallagher. Nobody worked harder than Gallagher tonight. He had tons of chances. I shouldn't say but he was in the mix all night. He gave it everything he had. Yeah, Gallagher gets first star. So I like the KK line tonight. That's KK, Wheel, and Cousins. I don't know if that stayed all night or if Cousins was moved around, but I like KK's line. Jordan Wheel especially. Suzuki had no chemistry with Drouin. None. Drouin looked a little bit better tonight. I'll get into that. Deneau looked good tonight. Deneau looked good, solid defensively, getting chances on offense. Deneau looks ready for the season. Galley, like I said, working hard as usual and coming out of it with a smile on his face. Drouin, a little more noticeable tonight. A little bit. And mostly not really on offense, but on in their defensive zone. He was back checking a bit and worked a little harder tonight than he has been. Suzuki didn't excel, but looked like an NHLer. So he did not excel, but he also didn't look out of place. Looks like he belongs, and I hope they give him a spot. Alzner was better, solid and steady, good passing, more mobile. Looked more like the D-man or the defenseman we thought we were getting when he was signed. And I think that's pretty much it. So not a great game for Montreal overall. A few guys showed better. It wasn't their full team. There was no Domi, no Tatar. They were missing. There was no Kulak, no Petrie and Sherratt. So it wasn't their full team. So we can't be disappointed that they lost 3-0, so it's 2 shutouts in a row, but it's the preseason, it doesn't matter. The main thing was a bunch of the key guys, they were playing well. KK was playing better. Suzuki looks like he belongs. And listen, if Alzner is better and he can play on this team, it's not a bad thing. So I take all that away from it. I think that's all I want to say. So Game 7 of the preseason for Montreal is on Saturday night against Ottawa. I'll definitely be covering that. And I'll do a preview and a review. And I guess that is it for right now. So thanks for watching this video. If you like to give a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notifications bell. And that's going to get you all of my videos and all that good stuff that I've got going on right now. And it'll give you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully Saturday's game is going to end up a little better. But once again, it's preseason. It doesn't matter the result of the score of the game. It matters what's going on inside the game. And there are a lot of good things still going on in this game. It wasn't horrible that way. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. And go Habs go. Go Habs go. Bye, everyone.